Welcome to your basic list view overview here. So to jump right in, I'm starting from our home screen here. And for simplicity, let's just navigate to our business tab. So when we speak to list views, we basically just put those two in reverse. So what a list view is at its core is a view of a particular list of data. So in this case, you can create list views for the business tab, for contacts. You can create them on deals, and you can also create them on equipment. So for this example, we're going to use the business tab here. So in your system, if you click on this little drop down up here on the top left, you'll see that there are some list views that have already been created for you in your system. Now, what we're going to do today is we're going to create your own list view. So this is customizable to you and the information that you might need to be filtered down. So we're going to create a very basic, simple list view here. And to do so, right over here on the right-hand side, I'll zoom in so you can see this little gear is where you want to be. So if you click on this gear, you'll see that you have one option. In some cases, you might have two. You might see new, and you might also see clone. And we'll get to clone a little bit later, but for now, we're going to click on new. And when you click new, you have the option to give this list view a name. So the recommendation is to name it very well because you can create up to 200 different list views on each of these tabs, which is great. It gives you great flexibility to create as many as you might like. So for this example, we're going to be filtering the business data down to a particular zip code. So let's just say we want a list of all of our prospects in a particular zip code. I'm in Central Florida, so we're going to use an Orlando zip code. So we give it the proper name. The API name, notice, will automatically fill in once you click into this field. Now, if you have proper permissions, you also have the option to share a list view with groups of users or all users within your system. But chances are you might only have this option to keep it a private list view, which is all right. So we'll go ahead and save this. Once we do so, you'll notice that there's a filters pane that opens up here on the right-hand side. Now, again, for this example, I'm going to pull from the biggest bucket. So I click into this filter box that's already here for me, and I'm going to filter by all businesses. So I can pull from the largest bucket here, and then we can filter down to the data that we need. Right underneath that box that's already here, you'll see a little blue hyperlink that says Add Filter. And in this case, we want to filter by a particular record type. And this is important to remember. So we're going to filter by the business record type, and we want that to equal a prospect. So it's as simple as that. Now we have all prospects that we're filtering by, and let's go ahead and add another filter. So we want this to all be in a particular zip code, correct? Notice that we have a bunch of different fields to choose from. So the world is your oyster, really, when you're filtering the data that you'd like to see. So be thinking about what you would want to create in your list views and what type of data you'd like to see there. Again, in this case, we're going to use the billing zip or postal code. And we want that to equal 32801 in this case. And that's the value we're going to be filtering by. So now let's read our filters. We want all businesses. We're going to filter that down by the business record type of a prospect and all of those prospects that equal the 32801 zip code. Perfect. Once we have the filters that we'd like, go ahead and select Save. And now all of your prospects in this particular zip code are now available to you. So once again, you can filter by all of this data in either businesses, contacts, deals, or equipment. And happy list building. Thanks for listening.